PK Fire!
Hello guys, Dusty here, finally back with another pickup video. First of all, please do excuse the mess. We're kind of working on things over here, and I have so many pickups down here. The pickups are actually blocking my way to the shelf to put things on the shelf. So I need to go through pickups, and I'm doing a pickup video, and I'm also doing a pickup live stream later on today, actually. Kind of breaking the continuity of space and time right now, but I'm planning on doing that more often on twitch.tv/DustyDo, a little shameless plug for my Twitch channel. But yeah, basically it's like this, but I do it live. I chat with you guys, but I'm of course always going to still do these regular pickup videos for both my documentations of my adventures in collecting video games, and also of course I like doing them, and you guys like watching them apparently, so I can't wait to do more. But yeah, this video is entirely about the GameStop haul. Okay, so now let me explain the GameStop haul and how this worked. So GameStop was having a buy two get one sale on all their used merchandise, and this included their retro stuff, because for those of you who haven't heard, GameStop is also selling retro games now on their website. So I was like, maybe I can figure something out here with pricing and stuff like that, because usually their prices are pretty competitive, but the caveat with GameStop is you never know what your condition you're going to get the game in. So you got to be willing to, if it's a disc-only game, you know, that's kind of part of it, I guess. So basically what I did was, first of all, I got their rewards card, which gives you 20% off each purchase. That actually paid for itself in its first purchase. Yeah, 20% off there of each of these, and then of course they were buy two get one. So needless to say, that is going to make talking about the pricing a little bit difficult. I'm going to try to round things around to how much I paid for them total, keeping in mind the buy two get one. So this is basically what I paid for these individual things, and it's also going to be kind of in my head math, so if I get things wrong, I do apologize, but sometimes that's the way life goes. So we got good old box of stuff here. And also another thing, I did end up buying a bunch of duplicate games, you know, that I'm not going to be showing in this video, for one, because some of them are already sold off, and for two, basically I wanted to get more chances of getting complete games. So sometimes I got two duplicates, and I got one out of the two complete, but the pricing was so good that it ended up paying for a good portion of these pickups with the duplicates that I bought and am selling. So I don't know how much out of pocket came out of this. Maybe I don't think any more than $250 after I get done selling everything. So that's like the total of this much, but I don't know, I might add it up at the end. So to get started, let's see, where was I going to begin? Probably with some of like the more I'll do disc only first. Okay, so, and I'll do disc-only non-GameCube stuff first, I think. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just have to kind of situate this stuff around. I should have organized this. But yeah, so disc-only stuff. I did get a few disc-only games that were, unfortunately, disc-only, as these things go. So, what I noticed was I got a lot more disc-only, like, PlayStation games. And Dreamcast games. GameCube games usually came with the case, generally speaking. So that was good, but and GameCube was my primary thing, because for those of you who don't know, I'm trying to get a complete GameCube collection, trying to get all 159, I believe, of the North American titles released, including the demo disc kind of things. So yeah, this definitely knocked off a few serious titles. But to get started with the non-GameCube stuff, we did get Suikoden on the PlayStation 1. I figured, heck, it would be nice to have this game. I've heard great things about both Suikoden and Suikoden 2. So, yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and get it. This one's difficult. I think it was priced like $19.99 on their website, so keeping in mind buy two get one, which I usually, with the buy two get one, like if a game was $19.99, I usually got two $19.99 games and got a $19.99 game free. I usually did not go any lower than the value of the two games that I bought that I had to pay for. And then of course, keep in mind they were 2 for 1, so it's probably ended up costing me around $12 for a disc only copy of Suikoden. Definitely not bad. Let's see, next up we got one of the GameCube games. We got Ape Escape, which this was a situation that cost me probably $7.99, something like that. Considering, once again, all these prices are going to be considering the buy two get one sale. Yeah, this is Ape Escape. Once again, sad that it came disc only, but at least I do have the game now, and I can either complete it or sell it off to get a complete copy in the future. Next up, we got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Now, this is actually a black label copy of the game, which is cool to have. And how much did this one cost? I think it was probably $16, $17 or so, because it was $20. Well, if it was $20, it'd be closer to like 12. Was it 20 or 25? I can't remember. Some of these like random PlayStation games and stuff, I just can't remember, and I apologize. But nonetheless, I'm glad to finally have a PlayStation version of Symphony of the Night, and particularly the version with the good voice acting and whatnot. Which, by the way, you can tell by the colors of the disc if they are greatest hits or non-greatest hits. So now all I need to do is find a case for that, and I'm golden. So next up, I got Blasto. There's a streamer that I watched by the name of Mia Chums who really likes this game. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. I think it cost me $6. All things considered, disc only. So once again, I don't think that's too bad. $6 for it. Whatever, that's fine. It's worth it to play it, I guess. Next up, we got Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast, which I believe on the website was $25. So that would be, doing a little bit of head math, like $16 for it. Wait, no. I wouldn't have gotten two of them if it was $16 for both it and, of course, the soundtrack came with it. I actually bought a copy of this one to sell to, or try, to, of course, get at least one with the case, but that unfortunately did not happen. But it did come with the soundtrack, at least. Both of them actually came with the soundtrack. So that's good, but I can't imagine myself paying that much for it. I don't know. I'd probably have to double check. Once again, I'm very sorry about all the pricing. I know the GameCube stuff a little bit better than this stuff, but yeah, this stuff, it's a little bit trickier. But as a little bonus, for some reason, somebody at GameStop made a mistake, and it came with an extra game in the bag, which is Evolution 2 Far Off Promise for the Dreamcast, which is about a $10 game disc only. So, hey, I mean, that's not too bad, all things considered, getting a free game out of the whole deal. And there was also another thing. Well, actually, I'll talk about that when I get to the GameCube games. But next up, we got, I want to make sure I'm still recording, Parasite Eve. Now, this was only $10 on their website, so it probably only cost me at the end of the day like $6 or less. You know, with the buy two get one and the 20% off, around $6, I would say. And then, of course, you got to keep in mind sales tax, so probably $6 or so for Parasite Eve. It did come with both discs, but unfortunately no case. But still, I do have the first Parasite Eve now. So I previously only had the second one, so now I'll actually get to finally jump into that series and play it. Let's see, do I have any more non-GameCube games here? Yes, I do. I have one of the first games I got, which this one was with two... I ended up doing this one... This one was a... It was a $80 game on the website, with, of course, the 20% off, which cut it down cut the two that I bought down dramatically. But the two $90 games I bought on their website to pay for, I ended up paying $160 for, I think. And then I got this one free. So, and this is Tales of Destiny for the PlayStation. So, not too bad. I think in total, like if I add that all up, just a moment, got to do some dusty head math here. That would be 160 divided by 3. I know how to do this. Just hold up for a moment. That would be like $50 piece, basically. $53. So for $53, a disc-only copy of Tales of Destiny. Not nearly as good as the other two games that I got when it came to deals. But I figure, hey, if I got this in the case... Like, this is probably a $60 game, just disc-only like this. So, I mean, for the free game, I can't complain for disc-only copy of Tales of Destiny. Okay, so then we got... Let's go into cartridges, though. I can't seem to find one of the cartridges, though, in this box. I know it's in here somewhere. Darn it. It's a Game Boy cartridge. Okay, so this transaction I do actually know. Sorry about that, I was looking at something. But I ended up getting these 3 games for $25. So that means each of the games would have cost me about basically $7 a piece. A little over $7 a piece. So for starters, we got Klonoa, Empire of Dreams for the Game Boy. This is about a $15 game, so pretty good find if you ask me. I've been trying to get all the Klonoa games. I actually streamed both Klonoa 1 and Klonoa 2 on Twitch at one point or another. This is just basically going to be a video plugging my Twitch, so I'll have a link in the description. You can follow me over there, and I do live stuff. It's fun. But another game that I've been looking for a very long time, for once again $7, not bad. Well, you know, we'll round them to 8, okay? Because I did have to pay sales tax, so. But I think the transaction went to like $25. But we got Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Finally. I have this game. I've been wanting it because, first of all, it's a Zelda game. Obviously, I do want to get all the Zelda games. And, of course, I did not have it on the Nintendo. I had it on the Game Boy. I had it on the Collector's Edition disc on the GameCube. But now I finally have it on its actual home real console. So, good to finally have it in a really nice shape, too. Once again, from GameStop. So, pretty good stuff. And then this game, this is probably the most exciting pickup we've had in a very, very, very long time. Okay, so for those of you who have been watching the channel for a very long time, you'll know that, as you can see, I have a substantial amount of video games, but for the longest time, I've never been able to find one video game for the right price. It's a Super Nintendo game. Let me just show you what I finally have in my life. I finally have a copy of Super Mario World, and I was willing to pay $7 for it. So, went ahead, bought this one. Okay, fine, $8. I went ahead, bought this one for $8 on GameStop's website. It's in beautiful shape. It's beautiful, and I love it. I'm so happy I finally have this game, because I've been missing it forever. It's so, like, how? How has this game evaded me for so long? And I had to cheat and buy it online. Like, that's... But, once again, $7. So, can't really complain. Okay, so that's all of those cartridges. I did also get one more cartridge game, which was a Super Nintendo game. I figured I might as well get the sequel. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I think this cost me, like, definitely less than $20 with the buy two, get one. Because I think their listing on their site had it for $30. So, if I bought three $30 games, that would mean that you'd take off a third of it, which would be 20, and then 20% of that, which would be like $16, something like that. But yeah, that is freaking Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Figured I'd go ahead and get that. Why not? And the price is pretty good on their website too. I think that game's definitely over a $30 game. So yeah, all things considered, I might even buy more games after this. With with how good their pricing is for some games on their website. It's just too good to really pass up. So now we got to go through the games of shame, the disc-only GameCube games. Because it does suck to have these games only disc-only, but eventually I will either get cases for them, or, even better yet, I will sell them off. Well, actually, this would be the worst outcome. I'd sell them off and not be able to find a case, so I'd have to just sell them off and buy the game complete in the case. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Custom Robo. I got Custom Robo, which I think was a $20 game, so we'll call it $16. Once again, a little expensive for it. Disc only, but what are you gonna do? Then next up, we got another, I think this one was, like, all things considered, like $20 or so. We got Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I was missing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the GameCube. I did end up getting, I ordered 2 copies of it, and I'm selling off one, but both of them were disc only, unfortunately, so that's too bad. But it's not a huge concern because I'd rather play the, you know, Wii or the Wii U version anyway, so it's whatever. And then we got Star Wars Jedi Outcast. Star Wars, what is this one called again? Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. That's what it's called. And yeah, once again, disc only. That one was like $6, so can't really complain too much. This one was closer to like this 15 mark or so, or 12, I think, is what I added it up to. Having to do all this math. WarioWare. I forgot what WarioWare was called, but we finally got WarioWare on the GameCube, even though it's disc only. And then last but not least, we got Capcom vs. SNK 2 on the GameCube. Yep. Another game I would like to have had complete, but what are you going to do? So we ended up with only a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GameCube games disc only that I'm actually keeping. So that's not too bad. I ended up with like about 8 or 9 games to sell that were disc only. So once again, I can't really complain too much for the price that I paid for them. I mean, I can sell them off and actually make money and buy the games proper. Okay, so now I need to do this in order because there are some heavy... Oh, and one last game that I had. The only PlayStation game I got in the case. Spyro Ripto's Rage. So the second Spyro game. I was missing it, so I figured, heck, go ahead and get it on the website. It was like, what, $10 listed on the website, so I ended up paying like 6 for it, 7, whatever. With the buy two, get one in, of course. You know. Anyway. So, next up, we're just going to go ahead and go through these GameCube games. So, all the GameCube games I bought. How many GameCube games did I end up getting for the collection here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 complete, or not complete, I should say. Very few of them actually came complete, sadly. A lot of them missing manuals. But yet again, I would like much rather have the case than the manual, so I'm happy, particularly with these games, because, you know, I could sell them, some of them for twice as much as what I paid for them on the GameStop website, even in the condition they're in. So let's get started with Ultimate Spider-Man for the GameCube, because they also did something weird with the cases. I assume if they were damaged or something, they replaced them with the generic garbagey disc cases they have. It's the legit artwork and everything like that. Like, the artwork's completely legit. I made sure and checked it. But, yeah, for some reason, they just put them in these cases, some of them. So, I assume if they were, like, damaged or something, they just put them in these cases. Yeah, we got Ultimate Spider-Man. That's a good game to cross off the list. How much did I end up paying for this one? I think it was one of the under $10 games, so not too bad at all. I think this one was $10 on the website, so, you know, like 6, 7, which I finally have it now. Sonic Gems Collection. I've been looking for this one forever, because now I finally own Sonic CD in some kind of physical form, which is nice. That's something I've been looking for the longest time, and now I've finally attained this Sonic Gems Collection. And $6 or $7, something like that, is not a bad price to pay for it. Let's see. Next up, we got another $10 game, so once again, 6 or 7. We got Serious Sam Next Encounter, which is a cool game for the GameCube. Also kind of harder to find. It's closer to like a $15 game. I think also Gems and Ultimate Spider-Man fair market are closer to $15, so not too bad. Let's see. Do we have any more in that kind of price bracket? I actually don't think so. Oh, no, we do. We have a couple more. We got this. Yeah, I think this was 2. Okay, so we got Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers. I played this one a little bit. Not a super amazing game in my eyes, but it is one that's like rare and whatnot. So, yeah, people do pay decent money for it, like $15, $20. But yeah, War of the Whiskers. And they also put black sticker things to cover up the stickers rather than actually taking the stickers off the games. But anyway, next up we got PN03, or product number 03. And this one was one of the few games that came complete. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, this was I think, what? I think it was $10 on the website. So $10 for a complete copy. Well, $10 for a complete copy of product number 03 would be good in itself, but I think this ended up costing all of like $6, so not too bad. And then the last one, which is also a really, really good deal, is Bust-A-Move 3000 for $10, or for $7, sorry. I keep on putting up the website price. It's difficult to sort through all of this in my head. I apologize. But yeah, we got Bust-A-Move 3000. Unfortunately, only the disc in case, but it is good to finally have this game. Because it is one of the harder ones to find on the GameCube. So, well, sort of harder to find. You know, you can buy it online, but it's not like a super common game or anything like that. Okay, so next up we got a couple games that I know were $14.99 on the website, so that would end up making them like, what, $10 we'll call it. Well, $9 we'll call it. We got 2 copies of Tales of Symphonia. One of them is a player's choice and one of them isn't. So I believe both of them are just, yeah, just both the discs in the case. Oh yeah, Tales of Symphonia. It is good to have both the greatest hits and non-greatest hits nonetheless, because I do collect them both. So both of those will be going in the collection. And also, there are some differences on these in particular. For one thing, the Namco logo placement on these, and the fact that the spines are a little bit different. The spine's slightly darker, so pretty cool stuff. Good to finally have both of those. Let's see. Next up, we got. Let's see. I think all these. Wait, no. Primal Roar, I think, was also another $10 one. Primal Roar, yeah. Worth more than that. Once again, came in one of these cases, but the artwork's legit, so I can't complain. Yeah. Not too bad. Then we got Hunter the Reckoning for the GameCube, which, once again, another one of those $20-ish games, $10 on the website. And, you know, of course, I paid like $6 for it, so not too bad. We're talking near thrift store prices on some of those, like, harder to find games, or like more expensive, you know, the $15, $20, $25 bracket, that kind of thing, because those are a lot of the GameCube games I'm missing nowadays. I am missing like maybe 10-ish $50 to $100 titles, and maybe like 3 or 4 over 100. I think yeah, 4 is what I'm missing for the over $100 marker for GameCube. But yeah, but the good thing is I have most of the more expensive games, so can't complain too much with that. Okay, so the next up, I think another $20 game was Lost Kingdoms, which, once again, when I say $20, pricing on the website, so it ended up being like 15 or so. And it is disc in case. I actually got 2 disc in case copies of this. I bought one of them to sell off. Should be able to get easily $20 for that one, I think. I can't remember what I have it listed at, but definitely $20. And then this is another one. Oh, wait, no. I got another one around the $20 bracket. I got another couple around the $20 bracket. But we got Digimon World 4, which is, from what I hear, a really cool game. Once again, one of these cases, but it is Digimon World 4. Finally have it. So, yeah, another game to cross off the list. Let's see, then we got another $20 game, which, once again, would be like $16, $15. Let's find out how much $20 would be. So, if I bought all 3 $20 games, that would be a total of $60, make it a total of $40 what I paid for it, and then I take 20% off of $40, which would be, $32-ish dollars. So, divide 32 in half, and then you get like 17. Like, that's not right. Wait, no, that would be 17 for each if I was paying for all 3. Never mind. We got freaking F-Zero GX. Finally. And I paid less than $20 for it. How about that? I paid buy 2, get 1 for $20, and then 20% off the 2. There you go. F-Zero GX. I apologize. My math skills are very lacking. Okay, and then another $20 game on the website. We got Super Mario Strikers. Finally, I was missing this game, so it's good to finally actually have this one. Took me forever, but finally have it. It's a really cool game, if you haven't tried it. Then next up, we've got... see, another $20 game, Battalion Wars. This is another one of the ones that actually came complete. Yes. But yeah, Battalion Wars, one that I was missing once again that I needed to have, well worth $20. Let alone, you know, actually getting it for much less than $20, because keep in mind, buy 2 get 1. I'm gonna keep on saying buy 2 get 1 and 20% off throughout the entire video, just to let you know. All right, next up, I got Zoid's Battle Legends. Once again, I think this was another $20 one on the website. It does have a little bit of an issue on the artwork there, but game's in good shape. Case is in good shape. By the way, all these games pretty much either came resurfaced or in good shape, so I can't complain too much. Except for one of them, which didn't end up working, so I'm gonna have to resurface it. But 'tis life. It is what it is. That's why I bought a resurfacer. Okay. Then next up, this was a $25 game or so. Okay, so the story behind this one. So for the longest time, I had my copy of Pikmin 2 in this little case right here. I figured, you know what, I'll go ahead and buy a copy of Pikmin 2 and see if it comes with the case. It did come with the case. So finally I have now upgraded my copy of Pikmin 2 to one that's shelf worthy. So that's good. Because I originally had this game when I was a kid and lost the case to water damage. So yeah, that was kind of sad, but 'tis life. We're over that point now. We have it in the case. Still would like to find a manual for it, but what are you going to do? Now, this one, I believe, was $29.99 on the website, which is a super good deal for this game, particularly if you do end up with it complete. And that is Baten Kaitos Origins. I did have Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean, was missing this game for the longest time, and now I finally have it. So I now have all the Baten Kaitos games for the GameCube. And this one came with like the Nintendo Power insert and the precautions booklet, but did not come with the manual, unfortunately. But once again, you know, I'll be able to find that eventually. I'm just gonna need to put out save searches for some of this stuff. Okay, next up, really cool find. One that I got two of, both in the case, missing the manual. Chibi Robo! Finally ended up getting this game, and this was what? I think it was $45 on the website. So pretty darn good deal in itself. But then, you know, you also have to count in the buy two, get one, which one of the two was another copy of Chibi Robo, which also came, please, so I'm selling that one. But yeah, Chibi Robo, once again, disc only, but Chibi Robo. So I've been looking for this game forever. I was willing at one point to pay like $60 for it. So, you know, ended up getting much cheaper than that. So I can't complain. Okay. Now, this one is one of the heavy hitters, the over $100 games that I've been trying to find. The most expensive GameCube game you can get on GameStop's website, and that is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Finally have Path of Radiance. Unfortunately, once again, disc only, or disc in case only, but it ended up being $90 on the website. And I think I already explained this, but with it was the game that I got Tales of Destiny with. Wherever I ended up putting that, it's over there. It's the game I got Tales of Destiny with, and I got two of these and a copy of Tales of Destiny. Both of them came complete. I did actually sell one of them, and this is where the annoying thing is, that one of them ended up having problems, apparently. I played it in my GameCube to test it before I played it in my Wii to test it before I sold it. It worked fine, and then the guy told me that it didn't work, so I was like, that's weird, just send it back and I'll refund you. So I got it back, and this is actually that copy. I got it back. 2 copies. Thumbnail hype. No. But, yeah, so I put it in my GameCube to test it, and yeah, it was giving me problems. So I'm probably just going to need to resurface it, and it'll be fine, but yeah. $70 a piece for these. And then you just consider the Tales of Destiny free. Even that's a good deal, you gotta admit. So, yeah, that's all the games from the GameStop Extravaganza. Once again, I think after I end up selling all the duplicates, I paid, well, and when I sell that copy of Fire Emblem, it's going to be ending up around $250, which this is easily, like, you know, this is easily alone a good $300 stack of GameCube games nowadays. I mean, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, that's $100 on its own, and then you got Baten Kaitos Origins, which is, in the case, usually around $40, and then the Chibi Robo is usually around at least $50. So, and then these will definitely all add up to $100. So yeah, we could call it $350, $400 of GameCube games for $250. And then of course that also includes the SNES games that I got, the Klonoa that I got, all the disc-only PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast games that I got. In fact, if I sold all those disc-only games, that'd even get me closer to being less and less money, you know, on that sale. So, yeah, but I think that's it for those pickups. I have a ton more pickups, though, that I still have to go through. I gotta put this in the games that I need to sell. But yeah, I still do actually have the extra Chibi Robo, too, over here. All good stuff. Yeah, and I didn't miss any in these empty cases. I think I might have actually... No, that's Capcom. Yeah, and these are the GameCube games. Okay, so, sorry about that weird intermission there. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys for watching this quick, random GameStop haul video. I should have more pickup videos up soon of all the other stuff, and once again, I'm going to be doing a pickup stream tonight, so if you missed the pickup stream, because this is going to be going out later than it, I'd recommend, you know, going over the pickup stream and hanging out. But yeah, this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.